Hey y'all. Today we're going to be talking about Cookie Queens, the documentary that Meghan teased on her Instagram yesterday that's gotten everyone talking. However, Harry and Meghan have executive produced a documentary that will premiere at Sundance titled Cookie Queens. And for Meghan, this is a full circle moment. So let's get into it. Hey y'all, thank you so much for clicking on my video, and if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Cookie Queens, the new documentary executive produced by Harry and Meghan, which will premiere at the 2026 Sundance Festival. I'm really excited to talk about this. I love these human interest, lighthearted but informative content and pieces that they're putting out, and I just cannot get enough of it. So I'm excited to talk about this one. But before we do, if you haven't already, please don't forget to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to share so that more people can find us. This article is in Feminegra, written by Miss Historian, and it's titled Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex Bring Girl Scout Story to Sundance with Cookie Queens. Now, after I saw this teased on Meghan's Instagram, my curiosity was piqued, so I'm excited to get the details on this. Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex will step into the 2026 Sundance spotlight as executive producers of Cookie Queens, a documentary that follows four young Girl Scouts during cookie season. The project draws interest in part because of Meghan's own Girl Scout background, while expanding the couple's growing slate at Archewell Productions. It also brings fresh attention to their focus on youth stories at a moment when interest in their creative output continues to rise. Quote, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will executive produce Cookie Queens, a 2026 Sundance documentary that follows four Girl Scouts as they navigate the challenges and excitement of cookie season. I just love that there's a cookie season. That's just so cute. Directed by Alyssa Namias and produced by Beautiful Stories and AGNA Films, the film premieres in the festival's family matinee section. Meghan, a former Girl Scout, said she felt an immediate connection to the project after viewing early footage, praising its creative perspective and its blend of nostalgia and modern insight. Namias added that the Sussexes' enthusiasm was clear from their first conversation, noting Meghan's personal link to the Girl Scout community. Cookie Queens is an acquisition title at Sundance, with Submarine and WME headlining sales. Now, before I get to the next section, I do have to say this. One, I'm excited about the details of this project in particular, but something I recently realized is I have been referencing Meghan's content being ambient television without even using that phrase, partially because I hadn't even thought of that phrase and I didn't know it was a thing. But when I saw someone on Threads describe it as just perfect ambient television, especially for moments when you need to give your brain a break and you just want to enjoy something safely, I could not agree more. That is one of the biggest draws to Meghan and Harry's content. The same can be said about Polo. The same can be said about honestly, all of their content, with the exception of Harry and Meghan, the docu-series, because that is an ambient that's extremely informative, but it is entertaining. But as far as their ambient television, whereas you get light, fun, energetic, enthusiastic, informative, entertaining, but then you also have this safe quality to it. And it's kind of sad to say, but we don't really have that in abundance anymore. And I don't know that I didn't realize it before, but when we were talking about Meghan's shows, particularly with Love Meghan and with Love Meghan Holiday Celebration, streaming now on Netflix. They don't pay me to say that, but I want to tell y'all in case you didn't know. But particularly with those shows, and I'll also throw Polo into that mix, you can just put the show on and go. You don't have to worry about a random nip slip or some kind of body shot or some kind of lustful scene. And you don't have to worry about, needing a disclaimer, and you don't have to worry about some kind of graphic footage and police sirens and gunshots. Could you imagine like Meghan bringing a show to you and it's like explosions and gunshots? No. She's not going to bring you Tropic Thunder. You can trust that the content she puts out is not only going to be entertaining, so it's going to keep you hooked, you're going to enjoy it, but it's going to be safe. And you don't have to have that added layer of mental labor where you have to worry about like, oh my God, I have a kid that's 3, I have a kid that's 8, I have a kid that's 14. Is this something I'm gonna have to switch when they walk in? Am I gonna have to worry about like if I invite them to watch this with me, even though it's branded family television, that ain't always safe. If I invite them to watch this with me and spend some family time because this is branded family television, am I gonna have to just suddenly like switch the channel, blah, blah, blah? Like, no. You can literally just put their content on and just know that you're going to enjoy it and you don't have to have the added labor of being on guard. I have an appreciation for that added layer of safety for Meghan's content. Is it's entertaining, but it puts a very positive energy, a positive vibe, from the musical score to the types of content to the type of the dialogue that's in the show, the subject matter that they're covering. All of these things are safe for all eyes and ears. And I can't tell you how much I miss that. But anyway, this sounds like it's going to be added perfectly to her catalog of ambient, informative, but entertaining content. Anyway, let's continue. I just had to share that because I thought it was so interesting. Meghan's Girl Scouts roots added personal insight. Meghan's connection to the Girl Scouts adds clear context to her interest in Cookie Queens. Childhood photos she has shared show her in uniform, holding cookie boxes and standing with her troop, offering a documented view of her early involvement in service and group leadership. Here's one. Oh, how cute. And she has it with the caption, "Being an entrepreneur can start young. By the way, all these years later, and I'm still selling cookies." Oh, that's so cute. Tune in for the premiere episode of Confessions of a Female Founder featuring my dear friend Whitney, now streaming whenever you get your podcast, Lemonada Media. Thank you so much for watching the SharionSade YouTube channel. I appreciate you watching my content. If you haven't already, please don't forget to go ahead and like this video by hitting the thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe by hitting the subscribe button. And don't forget to comment along the way. If you feel so inclined, please don't forget to share so that more people can find us. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Now let's get back to the video.
She was always so easy to get along with, very congenial, making friends. You know, she was a very empathic child, very mature.
So what are your thoughts on Cookie Queens so far based on the information we currently have on hand? Of course, when it's released to the public, I will absolutely be doing a royal review. I can't wait to see it. And it's not until now that I realize we don't have a lot of content surrounding the Girl Scouts, despite them being this huge pivotal component of our community here in America, or our society here in America. Almost everybody either was a Girl Scout, we all know a Girl Scouts, and we've all been to the grocery store when they've had their little tables set up for them cookies. So, or they've knocked on our doors before. So we are all aware of the incredible values that the organization teaches young girls, and we're all aware and have interacted with them, but we just do not have a lot of content about them. And that's such a shame. So good for Archewell Productions and everyone else who's involved with this incredible project. I cannot wait to watch, and I definitely can't wait to recap. So that's all I actually have for y'all today. If you have not already, please don't forget to go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to share so that more people can find us. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.